Hey there folks, and welcome back to Crash Bandicoot Nsane Trilogy 2. Cortex Strikes Back. When last left off, we just dealt with Ripperoo and heard a bit more from Cortex. Now on to the next selection of levels, which this is where you really want to take an order on how you go about on levels. So instead of going to the first level, we are going to the last of the set of levels, which is the eel deal. Because I will say, biggest hint I could say when it comes to these, go after the color gem most of the cases for the levels, because that way you get most of the color gems first and then later can come back and get the other ones. It makes some things way easier. Yeah, now onto the eel deal, which is basically technically the second sewer level, I believe, but we're going to just go ahead and go straight to the second one because it has the color gem, so we need that color gem. Yeah, as you can see, this place is very, I want to say tunneled. So you have to be careful how you traverse through. So, yeah, I tried to hit the clean spot there, it didn't want to work. Now we're going to the right here, and as you notice, there's a crap load of nitro boxes here. Why is there a crap load of nitro boxes? And I'll tell you why. Is because, well, not that, for that one thing. Because there is a secret thing you can phase through. Because I would say door, but you phase through the door, so it's like it's an invisible door, so to speak, or a fake door, in other words. That's why it's it. Yeah, basically just go through here, get all the scrubber bots, jump on the weird rat, armored rat. And now to trail on back if you can. I will note, if you die, it's fine. So let's see. Oh yeah, something I need to mention too on the death counter. I forgot to add the counter, so I will be adding it in a bit here. Let's see. Because I decided to hit the slam button and yeah, you know. Oh, so yeah, here's all the sound effects for the other ones too. So yeah, on the fourth death we go. Yep, so now onwards. Once again. Yeah. All you have to do is go break that box at least though. Or maybe not. I will say, if you just hit a nitro switch, you probably get that still, like the feeling. Because I will know, any boxes that are close to the nitro box can get hit in the process. Far away. That's something to note. Alright, so now on to the puzzle. What do we got here? Yeah, it looks pretty simple. Just switch one. And boom. Slam on down instead of just hop bouncing on every box there. Except for this one for some reason. There we go. This super slash didn't jump back. A super slide jump spin, I should say. In other words, SSJS. Yeah, now onwards. And then we got this thing, and then we have a fan to slide through. There we go. And then we got another two-way split going on here. Okay, so this looks like the right way, so we need to go back that way. Because I will say, I think the crystal is on the off-beaten path in this case, or in this case, the Wampa Fruit line. This is the case where you have to listen. But yeah, the same case applies for the blue gem. How the heck you gonna know about that green gem? Magazine. Again. That's the only way you're gonna know about that. Because yeah, that was their way of promoting the gamer magazines at the time. When gamer magazines were an active thing. Nowadays, not so much. There we go. Some more scrubbing bots and some rats. Look at all these stupid steel boxes, cause yeah, these are like the worst boxes they made. Well, I take that back. They are like maybe the second or third worst on that. I know one that is worser, and they introduced in Crash 4, and I hate that box for a passion. I don't know why they made that box, but that box is one of the worst to me. Yeah, here's the, I want to say monkey climb section, where basically you climb up, you use your hands to climb the railing here. But yeah, the controls are very simple. I don't think you have to hold X, you just have to jump to it. And then you hit R1, you can force Crash to put his feet up, basically. For like a crouch, basically. Step upside down. There's the gym, and thus we have the Crystal Peter. Behold, the Crystal Peter. But yeah, I love the best part of these hub areas, they're iced over. Because it still fits the theme of the other areas. And that such. But yeah, I did forget to mention something, that little portal thing on the right of us here is for Coco, in case you want to play as Coco. Which yeah, we'll play Coco as for this case. I just forgot about that. It's like, oh yeah, Coco. Yeah, go ahead and get Coco. Now we can just switch between Coco if we want to. Which is kind of weird considering she's going to be the help character for this one. I say help loosely, she just voices her opinions. But the other day. On to the next boulder level, Crash Crush. But yeah, I'm probably just gonna say, technically not much different except for one occasion here. Trying to run from the boulder as usual. Or take that back, maybe 2 occasions. I'm sorry, lost. Check out all those swinging mines and stuff, make sure you jump pretty good. Cause yeah, like I said, they tried to make the boulder levels a lot harder and stuff. Get those boxes. There. Slide through this. Cause yeah, there's split sections in boulder levels too, on top of it. Which all you have to do is just, you know, slide through and get the boxes there. And that's just to get the boxes, basically. There's like nothing much else to them. Besides just a split section. Yeah, now slide underneath the electric gates, which I do hate those the most, because how bad I die most of the days. Look at that. So let's see how it goes here. And this electric thing, ooh, missed it. Point box. Ooh. Oh, and trip mine, which, as the saying goes, they just trip you, they don't kill you quickly. However, that does. Which, yeah, if I can slide spin, which whoopsie in that case. On to more. Ooh, trip mine. Oh, and Zapify once again. Yeah, at that point. Trip mine. No trip mine. Oop, side of victory. Side of here and let go. Noise around my nose has been itchy. Up that border goes onto the puzzle section. Yeah, I forgot how this puzzle section kind of goes a little bit. It's like, oh yeah, that's right. Want all the fruit, even though it's kind of pointless, but I want all the fruit. There we go. That's a victory. And butt slam. Cause yeah, unlike Crash where he face slams, Coco butt slams. Which I did not do a butt slam, I'm surprised. What did I do? Sometimes a bit more foresight than I thought. Now I butt slam. There we go. Yeah, that's the difference between Coco Slam to Crash Slam. She butt slams. He does the pre-sequel, which is a good game. Get some boxes and checkpoint, and now run from the boulder again. You're probably wondering what's different this time. Oh, you'll see at the end here. Because they did a sort of dick move, I gotta say. There's an electric gate that almost tried to kill me. Yeah, you got a steel box here, which I tried to slam. It did not want to slam at all, so it's like, you know what, take the death. Thus, I feel shamed. I got killed by a boulder. As I said from the last one. However, here's a montage of how many times I tried to break this damn box, but then I realized the other box didn't break. Okay, well, nope. It was just a short montage. So, luckily, it took like 2 times to get this right because the button just did not want to go off. So it looks like it's kind of wait and see when it comes to the slam button or slide button and such. I don't know whether to judge if I'm just terrible at it or what. But just sometimes it just feels like it just, you press it, it doesn't press. It's really weird. Like I noticed there's like an off-center lag to it. But now on to the next stage, which is Buried. But as you can see, there's a bear next to it. That bear is the famous bear that is Polar. Let's abuse him. It wasn't Crash the whole time. It was Coco. She wanted the lives. She jumped on this bear several times to cause some lives to be had. Oh my god, you abuser, Coco. Anyways, off to Barrett. But that's Crash though. Because, as the saying goes, Coco's not meant to be here. Which is my biggest problem with playing as Coco. Matter of fact, I think that's why I played Coco once on Crash 1. For one case, and that was it. The rest was Crash. If anyone wanted to notice that, or know about that, I just basically forgot about Coco at that point. I hate to say that. Yeah, as it goes for like the Warhog levels of Crash 1, you control Polar into a rail style rundown basically. But he is a little bit different than a Warhawk. He's definitely more controllable, and he can also charge. And during charge, if you jump, you can skyrocket in jumps and stuff. This is gonna be very important later on. But for now, the basic fundamental controls you need to know is just moving around and just jumping. Avoid everything as much as you can, or it gets bad. Ooh. Jump over to Orcus. Yeah, more Orcus. And then fly! And that's basically it for the Polar level. It's that easy. Not one problem this time around. Get a damn enemy out of here. And that's it for Bear. That's how simple Bear is. A very fun little level, very niche, maybe like a minute. That's all it took was a minute. It's just, you get on it and just boom, that's it. This is a cool part, at least this portal looks like him. Or the portal gate looks like him. And now on to Air Crash, which Air Crash is a very odd level because of many things. Because it's not like the other waveboard we did, it's a little bit different, because this is where we get to see some real secrets and stuff when it comes to the game. Because as soon as I get up to this portion, you're going to be noticing something. Now you probably notice there's a bunch of boxes in that water next to that platform over there. Your goal is to get to that platform. There's a reason, but I don't know how the heck I didn't hit that box there, so that explains a lot. But there's a reason why you need to... But yeah, I just ignore the boxes. Just say, I don't need the boxes for this one. But I'm trying to get as much as I can. Here we go, trying again. Third time. Third time, let's see. Okay, we're on boxes. As soon as you get on that platform, you are warped. And thus becomes the introduction to secret warps. These secret warps, once you get into them, will take you to a... I want to say another section of a level of sort. Either to get all the boxes or to get a gem in this case. For Snowgo, we are just getting the gem. Which, as you can see, we're already missing a portal already, because as you can see, we only got the second one. Yeah, just to say, there's already a first one, and it's dedicated for the level that we were just in, which was aircraft. Because as I... Oh yeah, and just to show, you can go up and down this. Where in the OG one, you couldn't do that. So no. But, onto Snowgo's secret section, shall we? But yeah, Snowgo's secret section is a little bit tougher. As you can see, you're on ice most of the way. And beware the porcupines, because they are evil little bastards. I will say, I probably should just slide to kill them, because I forget you just do that. But for this first bit, I'm not going to realize that, and my bad for that case. That's a death. That's another death. I guess 12, maybe? And such. Let's see if I don't die first, shall we? But yeah, I will note more to that secret levels. You not only get like secret sections to Snowgo and stuff, you also get new dedicated levels too for that as well. And also, yeah, another thing to mention, they technically do spoil the levels a bit because, as you can see, their gates are already there. Those gates are not supposed to be there in the OG one. But yeah, hello, get ready for those surprise nitro boxes, because yeah, those things can't even hover. I'm trying to jump up here. I will note this is also being discovered when ice physics are a mean menace to deal with, because as you can see, I'm trying to move there, it doesn't let me move at all. It is that bad. Also, yeah, trying to get these lives, but then I realized, yeah, I did need to get the seal for that, if I recall. Just to get those 2 lives, but either way, they're just norm. They're meaningless. Oh yeah, this is where else you get a lot of lives too, for the second for some reason. Well, I got Super Aku, but I did not get enough Aku, sadly. I lost one with the seal. Now I'll deal with this section. Okay, there we go. Make your boxes start jump over them before they hop on you. And oop, there we go. Now to deal with momentum up the A here. There we go. Go with the penguins. So slide jump. Now the problem is, if you try to move there, the slide physics will be weird. Especially when, if you hit that box just right, you just bounce right off. Hello, biggest problem I'm having around the hitbox again. Because again, that's if they're gonna ever like, you know, remaster this for the PlayStation 5 or something, which I don't think they have to, but they need to change the physics back to a square because it works so much better being a square than not. Also, so that's my issue about that. That's my big issue when it comes to that. I'm gonna take it gently so I can keep the Aku for Super Aku. Oop, there we go. Get the gold Aku. And try to jump this regularly, but the ice physics are so bad. Because if you try to like move one direction, it keeps hold of that direction. I'm just trying to crouch jump. It won't let me crouch jump. So instead, just hit the nitro box at this point, because the nitro box is in such a bad spot to deal with. That's the lovely part about this. At least you get a crap little lump of fruit though, I gotta admit, for this section. And of course, he spinned as soon as I got there. I tried to jump through this without hitting anything else. Now let's see if we can do this right, shall we? Oh. I would say crouch jump might be better for that. It just really sucks when it comes to ice because you just have no momentum whatsoever. Except for the direction you're going for. Which, oh, damn. There's just so many pin to penguins there on top of it. And the worst part is, this is not the hardest one. It's a butt, but it's not the hardest one. There we go. I will note, when you fall through that, you better hope I got you lean a little bit to the left, because if you don't get that gem in the OG one. If I recall, that gem is... Well, then again, you can also just choose that gem. You're fine either way. I just go through the level as normal, which in this case I'll probably just go ahead and skip here. Oh yeah, I guess I forgot to mention Coco has her own special dance too. Because it's a crash dance. So this part. Now back to air crash for sure. Now. Okay, since now we know we can't get the boxes, we don't have to worry about the boxes. Even though I'm still going to go after boxes anyway, because I don't know why. I just am. Now I know about that. Go Raku. And side jump. There. Oh, technically not slide jump, just super slide. Alright, now get on the board. Go on in. Not get hit by this mine here. Yeah, it does suck. You can't go super awkward during these wakeboard sections. There we go. Watch the nitros, because yeah, I will say make sure you're straighten, because if you don't, you'll hit those. And just say F that platform, just jump on over to the puzzle section. Which, again, I don't know why I'm doing this. I'm just gonna, I just did it for the heck of it. And let's look at the TNT. Break that box. And then somehow I just did not hit that box whatsoever. It's like, okay, just deny me for my jump again. Well, biggest problem. I go through a bunch of boxes again. And there we go. Jump on this box, break that box. And then, yeah, here comes the other fun little secret too. Death fruit platforms. In order to reach these platforms, you cannot die whatsoever to do these platforms. Or to do these sections, I should say. So yeah. As long as you don't die, you get to do this bonus section, which yeah, this is where the other gem's at. Yeah, as you saw, there's 2 gems again. And you would think, oh, it's another wakeboard race, right? No, not this time. It's instead a death route one. But yeah, this one's fine. We can just go grab the gem and just go on leave, basically. Because we cannot get the box gem until we get that section open. Because yeah, I know where the other boxes are at. There we go. And then the gem for that. So yeah, we'll be dealing with the next portion of Air Crash and probably the next part, I assume. Because I will say the great part about this game, the backtracking, you don't have to like unlike Crash 1 where you just have to get everything to do everything, it kind of goes up and down about backtracking. Because yeah, as you can see, Air Crash is right there. And we need to go to a level in the next part to go to that one. So. Now onto Snowbiz, which Snowbiz is... Oh, you know what? Maybe that's what it was the first level. Coming to realize. Okay. I thought Eel Deal wasn't the first one. Yeah, Snowbiz. But yeah, Snowbiz is very basic. This is your upfront personal level. So let's see what this box is here. Oh, it's just fruit. Okay. It's kind of weird. It's like TNT's around one little box. And then we have penguins in the slide now instead of the seals. Yeah, bye. As I murder like half your people. And then this is where I realized, oh hey, you can just... Wait, no, not this one. I think it's like the other one. Maybe at a certain point, I can't remember. I know there's a certain point I could slide into the face. But however, we do have a... Without the red gem, we weren't able to get these, we weren't able to get the slide out there, Jesus Christ. We weren't able to do this section, but because we had the red gem, we get to do the secret section for this level now. Which, secret, we'll see, because all you need is a red gem just to do this part. So this part is, if I recall, kind of difficult, if I recall. I don't know as bad as one I could think of. We got the little nitro box trying to hop towards Joy. Got the porcupines. Oh. Yeah, I think you can slide them in their face when they're charging at you. But if you're sliding into their behinds though, no, you can't do that. I'm just very dumb at this first portion of it because I didn't realize about that. TNT pull up here. Assume there's nothing else besides the exclamation point I was up there. I jump up here to the boxes. Watch the Penta Penguin there. Until he gets his just reserves without explosion. There we go. Those are abused penguins. Oh no. Go get the fish out. Yeesh. Oop, yeah, they're a little porcupine. Spin them out here. Yeah. Yeah, when they're in their attack phase, you can't really do much to them. Except for like maybe slide them in the face, I'm thinking. That's the only thing I think of what you could do. I just didn't realize. There you go. Just slide, spin it. Cause yeah, if you want to spin your slide, you basically slide and spin. The spin will still keep the momentum at the end of the day, which is surprising it does that. The problem is if you try to slide spin and then jump, you get a lower jump as a result. Which could be useful in some cases, but I've never seen a case where that was yet. Or I haven't seen an ideal of such. And then we have these nitro boxes. Oops, not happening. So yeah, you really have to like slide jump this right portion about that. And over here, ooh, yeah, there's a lot going on here. And then we got a porcupine. Gotta wait till he gets done doing that, and it's like slide out of the way, and then hit the nitro box, and then we're out of here. That's like 50 boxes right there. Cause yeah, as you can see, the box counter has escalated too. Cause now it's like 125 because of the nitro boxes counting now. Okay, there was a buttload of nitro boxes. And then hopefully do this right. I will say it's not a one-time trip, it's just a difficulty coming back to getting these boxes. So back up the ice slope, basically. This ice slope sucks. You just have to slide to get back up it. Alright, now to just figure this out a little bit. There we go. Cause yeah, I gotta realize, like, is this the wood one or is this the stone one? The stone, it's sensitive how close you are. If it's the wood one, it goes how it goes. Or goes on a time, basically. That's shown here. Like that, so you'll jump boxes. Make sure you hit all the boxes through this section, because you can't really see them. I think I'm pretty sure it was just 3 boxes there. Oh, the ice section. Oh god. Now there's the puzzle. Now for your bonus puzzle. And this, and hopefully do this right. And there we go. There we go. God, momentum sucks with those. And hit this. Hit all that. Oops, try to get that. There we go. Yeah, these are long puzzles sometimes. Slide back. There we go. Let that all get blown up because it's all just basic boxes anyway. 110 out of 125. Spin, spin, and down we go. Just make sure there's like nothing back there, because never know. There is a troll bit there. I wouldn't think they do it again, but you know, it's Crash 2, so just as the saying goes, Crash 2 and onwards. Get on to the last bit of this. But yeah, as the saying goes, when you get the last crystal set of the levels, make sure you're ready to get that last crystal. Once you get that last crystal, you are forced to go into boss fights. You'll see more of my meeting on that on the next part, because just I did both parts and such. For once. Usually I do like 1 session, I did 2 sessions in back to back. Worked out pretty good. I just gotta voice record the other one. So. Your snow biz all done, and then now on to the next boss. But you're probably wondering who's gonna be this boss. I'll just say it's new. First, Crash has to slide in, because yeah, here's the other thing about Coco. You have to have Crash for the cutscenes as well.
I'm running low on power, so communication from this point will be difficult. Remember, I'm counting on you.
Something very odd about that, but anyways, off to the Komodo brothers. But yeah, again, ask Coco, huh? Nope, Crash only. Crash only for bosses, Crash only for cutscenes, Crash only for polar sections, so you can see how bad it's getting. Even though I think it's like the same case as Crash 1, but here is the Komodo brothers. You have Komodo Joe and Komodo Mo. Komodo Joe is the thin one, while Mo is the big one. But yeah, like Ripperoo, basically wait and smack. Just make sure to stay on the move, because Komodo Mo will throw a sword at you. Or in this case, a scimitar. On these fluffy Persian pillows. But yeah, just basically just go around, smack Komodo Joe back at him. That's all you have to do. And then he just goes on frenzy. Instead of like, oh I don't know, target you with these swords, he instead just goes around the spin, that's it. And then eventually he finally does. It's like, okay. And so actually almost got me there, but no, it's like, okay. It's like, alright, we'll just end this. Welcome to Papa Papa 2.0, I'm gonna say for that one. Because that one's easier than Ripperoo to me. It's laughable. But yeah, that is the Komodo Brothers at the end of a very simple boss fight. Yeah, I don't think it was until 3 where they actually had more polish on boss fights. A little bit.
Good show, Crash. The Komodo brothers obviously lacked your mettle. But now's not the time to get cocky. There are still many crystals to obtain. Remember, the world is counting on you.
Yep, but that basically wraps that for this part. Tune in for the next episode where we take care of World 3. Until then, people, see you guys next time. You guys take care and ciao.